It's the Spiwe Show, an idea exchange empowering us to live well, live fully, and love deeply. And now, here's our host, Spiwe.
Well, hi there, and welcome to another episode of the Spiwe Show, an idea exchange helping you to live well, live fully, and love deeply by improving the quality of our personal, professional, and spiritual relationships. Today, as you can see, I am sitting in a gym, and we are going to talk about our relationships with our bodies. In particular, we are going to talk about gaining weight the right way, which is the topic of our show today. Oftentimes at the beginning of the year, especially, people make resolutions. And one of the most common resolutions is the decision to do something about my physical appearance. I want to get healthier. I want to lose weight. I want to not be so scrawny by the time summertime comes so I can dress up in a tank top and look like this guy right here. So today we are going to talk about how to gain weight the right way. And with me is my guest, Shaun Panyee King. Shaun, welcome to the Spiwe Show.
Thank you for having me, Spiwe. Thank you.
And we're talking to Shaun in particular because once upon a time, you were a bodybuilder, were you not?
Yes, I was. Once upon a time.
How long did you do it?
5 years.
5 years, okay. And how did you get into bodybuilding? Because this is the first bodybuilder I've ever met. And you don't run into a lot of people who are just like, oh yes, I just decided to be a bodybuilder. So how did that happen for you?
After college, I ran into a friend, Greg Decree. And he said, man, you already have the physique, let's do it. I was like, okay. So he was already in it, in the first competition that he talked me into getting into was the Mr. California, and I placed second in my weight class.
Did you?
And I didn't have any cuts, I was just thick.
Okay.
And in competitions, you have to be not thick, you have to also have the cuts. And I didn't have the cuts, I was thick. And that was him introducing me into bodybuilding, and I have this competing complex. I got second, so now I wanted first.
Okay, so how did that go? Because I have a feeling you got to the first.
Yeah, it went well. I got into it. I started listening to Greg, since he had been in it for a couple of years, about proper ways to eat, the dedication that it was going to take to become a bodybuilder, and what the workouts would look like. The late nights of going out, which was probably going to have to decrease a lot.
Stop partying.
Stop partying. And
did you ever drink?
Never drink.
Okay.
Never
so that
drank.
Wasn't something that you
never
had to
smoked.
fix.
No, never had to fix that.
Okay.
I just had to get in and trim up.
Okay. Well, now, when did you get to first place? What was it? What was the competition?
The California was my first. The USA was my second, and that's the second competition. I placed first place in my weight class in the USA. I placed first place in my weight class in the universe, and I placed second in my weight class in the Ironman. And the Ironman competition, actually the first three, California, USA, universe, are all ABA competitions. They're all natural. And then the Ironman was the the NPC show, and that's the one I placed second. If I would have gotten first, I might have gotten a pro card, and I could have probably done things and went pro, but hey, it didn't happen.
Okay, so did you have the option to go pro at some point?
I had the option to go pro at some point. I wasn't willing to make the type of commitment that was suggested to me at the time.
What was the commitment that it took just for you to do what you did in terms of time? How much time did that take?
Time, 6 hours a day. Get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, go in the gym, work out for 2.5 to 3 hours, leave the gym, get dressed, go to work, eat breakfast at work, eat lunch at work, Take my creatine and my vitamins, get off work, go work out. Right after working out, go eat.
So where did you have time to have a social life and all of that?
Your social life was the stardom. It was the attention, and when you got on stage and you smile, it was that was your going out time.
Show us a move. We have to see a move.
I just showed you a move.
Well, do it again.
This is about how to. We talking about gaining weight.
We're talking about gaining weight.
This is how you lose
somebody
it.
who's gaining weight, and I have seen those guys, and they do this, and they do that, and
so 300 and 400 pounds, they go, and they just massive, and I'm like, okay. I used to be like this. Never that massive.
Were there routines that you, because to me, they all look the same, right? Mm-hmm. They all get up there and they go, and it all looks like it's the same thing. So is there a routine everybody follows, or do you mix it up, or do you put your own thing into it? I mean, how many different ways can you really show off?
You put your own thing into it. You put your own music. Posing is a dance. Because I danced. I did hip-hop, ballet, and other kind of dancing. And it's just a dance. You start from beginning to finish. One of my routines was the Boys and Men, ooh ah. And I started in a leaning squat pose. And then from there, moved into a double bicep, a standing double bicep.
What is the standing? What is a double bicep? Is that?
That's what I just did, yeah. Double bicep.
Okay.
And then a rear lat, hamstrings, calf pose. And in one of the competitions, I won best poser. Because you don't always just win the competition of Body Beautiful. You win also best poser.
Okay.
And it's just a routine, and everybody's routine is different. Like one of the other people that's a pro bodybuilder that he and I, talked friends, is Flex Wheeler. Flex Wheeler is a phenomenal poser. Phenomenal. He was coming down. He was one of the ones that started the Van Damme splits.
Oh.
And go down in a double bicep and take the split all the way down. He was the first one that I saw do it.
So, for the rest of us who are not going to do all of that, let's say I just want to gain some weight. I am scrawny. I don't have any muscle mass. And I'm a guy, and the girls keep saying, you're too skinny. I need a man with something to hold on to. How do you go from where you are to maybe not even where you are, but gaining weight so that I can at least make a good presentation? Because when I think about gaining weight, I'm thinking, how big a problem can this be, right? I'm going to go and I'm going to eat all the fast food that I would like. I'm going to eat all the desserts that I would like, and I am sure that I'm going to gain weight if I do that long enough. Yes?
You will gain weight.
Okay.
Now, where are you going to like what you see?
Maybe not.
And most people do that. They go and they eat and they gain weight. They forget one thing.
What's that?
You have to also go to the gym.
Go to the gym?
Yeah, that's what they go to the gym. But you gain weight. You have to shape it where you want it. Yeah, Yeah, no McDonald's. I mean, if you do, you can do McDonald's once a week. Okay, I mean, you're gaining weight. You have to treat yourself a little bit, but the Lacombs are good. I love using that word. My health teacher gave it to me, so I continue to use it. My vocabulary: beans, red beans and rice, black beans, any type of beans. And when you eat beans, what do you add with beans?
Gas.
Rice.
Okay.
Gas. What's gas gonna do? Rice. So with that combination, you're getting the protein, you're getting the carbs. Mm-hmm. Then you add a meat to it, whether it's chicken, whether it's fish, whether it's turkey meat, whether it's deer meat, whether it's lamb, meat.
I did not hear you say dessert. Where does the dessert come in? Because I'm trying to gain weight. So
We're trying to put good weight on you. We're not trying to put bad.
no dessert?
Okay, go get you some yogurt.
Okay.
Go eat some protein bars.
Pecan pie.
Protein bars.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can treat yourself once a week. I'm a lot of people that say if you're dedicated, you don't do it. You eat all the right foods, you get in the gym, you work out, you put all the right weight on. Some men even drink beer because beer helps you put on weight.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've seen that too.
And
have you been a drinker?
I've never been a drinker. I don't drink, don't smoke, don't do drugs. Just something that I never included in my life, and I won't. If it's not something that's going to enhance my body, I'm not going to do it. If it's something that's going to alter my body and make me make wrong choices, I don't need to do it. And it's just something that I decided to do at a very early age.
Let us take this time to say that, Shaun, you are not a doctor. So the goal of this show is not to give you any medical advice. And what I would say to you is, if you are thinking about either losing or gaining any significant amount of weight from where you are, the first thing you want to probably do is consult your physician, or who else can you talk to if you're looking for advice on gaining weight, changing your body.
Go to your closest gym, get a personal trainer. About the right foods, there are people that go to school for it. They're dietitians. You can contact them and ask them to help you get on a healthy plan to gain the weight.
So now, having made that disclosure, let's talk about supplements, because I look around town and I see that there's this increase in nutritional food stores, places that sell you all manner of substances that are supposed to help you do everything from gain weight to cleanse your body to lose weight and get healthier. And on the other hand, I hear these warning bells that those products are not FDA approved and you got to be careful. So are there some broad things that you can suggest to us to either do or look out for, or just completely avoid if I'm trying to gain weight?
Taking creatine and Max Muscle had a weight gain, and I took that and I did it for about a year.
Shaun, thank you for joining us today on the Spiwe Show.
Thank you for having me again, Spiwe.
And with that, listeners, we are at the end of our show. Thank you for joining us today. If you would like to follow me, you can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/The Show. You can also visit our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Show. And then there is the flagship website, which is www.thespiweshow.com. And you will be able to listen to the audio for this program, and you can also link to our YouTube show channel, which has this one and other videos as we are going to produce them and put them up there. So lots of web properties that you can visit. And actually on the website you can also check out this particular episode, and if you read the audio blog highlights, you're going to have links to other resources and sites that you can tap into, and suggested reading that you can do, and material that you can take a look at in order to improve your personal health. So until next week, this is Spiwe saying thank you for joining us, and until then, live well, live fully, and love deeply, and take care of your bodies.
Thank you for joining us on The Spiwe Show. Visit thespiweshow.com for content and other episodes. Join the fan page at facebook.com/The Spiwe Show. And follow Spiwe on Twitter at the handle The Spiwe Show. Until next week, live well, live fully, and love deeply.